Here we are at the Avenues. That's the closest part of Tauranga to the CBD. The boundaries of the area run from the bottom of Trapple Street. You take that along the Takatimu Drive to Waihi Road. Up from that, come around, probably around to the hospital would delineate that end of it, and then down to Turret Street. So it's that peninsula in there. The feel of the area is very much city living. It's close to the CBD. It's the housing is intense if I compare to the rest of Tauranga. So there's a lot of infill, a lot of flats, a lot of apartment living. So you go into town and you've got the Devonport Towers and Kingsview Towers, and so there's apartment living. And there's different blocks of apartments right through the area. The section sizes tend to be a little bit smaller because they've been all cut up and filled in. There's a lot of two bedroom flats and units in the area. Then you move into the 3 bedrooms and a lot of those around again, but on smaller sites. The pros and cons of the area. There's a lot of pros with the area, obviously, is that it's close to town, and the amenities that are there support a good town living. So even though the houses are small, the section's small, you can get out and you can get to the parks, take the kids for a run around, and so that's really, really good. Obviously you're close to the action, which is also really good. I think schools are another generator of why people would be in here. You have Tauranga boys, you have Tauranga girls colleges, obviously primary and intermediate here, but also you have the likes of St Mary's, which is a Catholic school, and so you have people that'll actually want to buy close to be in the zoning for those schools. Depending on what type of housing you're looking at will depend on whether it's a pro or a con. It's not the 220 square metre brand new double garage home. There's not a lot of those around. But if you're looking for something historical, something a bit older with a bit of character, then this is the area that you're going to start looking at, because it is. Being close to town, it's going to be a bit more expensive. So therefore you're going to need to have a little bit more budget to actually be in this area. The Avenues is good for amenities. Like if we start down the end, you've got Sulphur Point coming, which is the boat marina down the end, and the boat club down the end. You're coming through Domain is obviously a huge attraction. There's, on the other side of that, there's a Daisy Hardwick and great riding around and walking around the inlet. Obviously we've got Memorial Park with the swimming pool, the rowing club here, but lots of greenery through this area. Lovely playgrounds. It's got its own little train system going in there also. You obviously got bowling greens. The other area is the historical village, which is a lovely little place to visit. Of course, the Strand has got the restaurants and the bars and the pubs. So living here is fantastic. You can mosey on down there, have a glass of wine. It's right on the beachfront. They've done a lot of work on tidying up the Strand and making it very attractive, and it is very attractive. And so you can sit there, have a glass of wine, look out in the water, and it's a beautiful environment to be. The other thing with the Avenues is that there's a lot of infill businesses. So you'll have a residential house, then you'll have next door it's a house, but it's got a business running out of it. And that's not uncommon in certain areas of the Avenues. And Fraser Street, for example, is a good example of that. Cameron Road, obviously, is another good example. Streets that tend to have more profile and traffic driving past will tend to have more businesses on it. And being in the Avenues, the council's allowing those, still under relatively strict supervision, but they're allowing more businesses to be a part of the community and have that in the community.